Hello student, good morning. I am Issa Siddiqui. Today I am going to discuss chemistry of 12th class and the topic is electrochemistry. But before starting the topic, I want to discuss the deleted topic by the CBSE in electrochemistry. What are the topic which deleted by the CBSE in electrochemistry? First one is lead storage battery, that is lead accumulator cell. Second one is laws of electrolysis, and third one is fuel cell, and fourth one is corrosion, and fifth one is dry cell, and last one is electrolytic cell. In previous video I have discussed the laws of electrolysis, but that time laws of electrolysis is deleted from your syllabus. So these are the topic which is deleted by the CBSE, so it is not required to study to learn this particular topic, but electrolysis is not deleted by the CBSE. Electrolytic cell is deleted, but electrolysis is not deleted by the CBSE. So I am going to discuss in detail electrochemistry. In previous video I have discussed, but I want to focus that particular topic because you are required to know what is electrolysis and you are required to know how we can write the product of electrolysis. So before starting the topic of electrolysis, first you are required to know what type of electrode is required for electrolysis. There are two types of electrode is required, that is first one is inert electrode. It is also known as non-reactive electrode. Non-reactive electrodes are platinum and gold, but in your syllabus only platinum electrode is used as a inert electrode. Reactive electrode, rest of the electrodes are reactive electrode, that is copper electrode, mercury electrode, iron electrode, aluminium electrode. These electrodes are reactive electrodes. Inert electrode is only, it is used to increase to maintain the flow of electrons, but it do not participate in the reaction. But reactive electrode participate in the reaction. So I am going to discuss what is electrolysis. Electrolysis is a process in which movements of ion occur towards respective electrodes in presence of DC current. For example, when copper sulfate solution is taken in a particular container in presence of electrode, here the electrode is, one is copper electrode and second one is also copper electrode, and the current is DC current, then what will happen? Copper ions, first it is dissociated into Cu2 plus ion and SO4 2 minus ion. When electricity is passes, then what will happen? Copper ion move towards the cathode and discharge as Cu2 plus, taking 2 electron and it is converted into Cu solid. At this electrode, this is anode and this is cathode, because anode is connected with the positive terminal of battery, that is DC source, and cathode is connected with the negative terminal of battery. So this is anode and this is this is cathode. This is anode because at this electrode oxidation occur, and this is cathode because at this electrode reduction occur. At this electrode electron releases, and at this electron is absorbed. When electricity passes, then what will happen? Copper is converted into Cu2 plus and copper ion is converted into Cu. So at cathode, Cu2 plus absorb 2 electron and converted into Cu solid. At anode, Cu is converted into Cu2 plus. So by releasing 2 electrons, So copper electrode is oxidized and copper ion is reduced. So at cathode reduction occur, at anode oxidation occur. So this is anode and this is cathode. Electrolysis occur in presence of inert electrode or reactive electrode. In case of reactive electrode, metal electrode is oxidized. Electrode is oxidized and same metal ion of metal electrode is reduced. So in case of reactive electrode, metal electrode is oxidized and same metal ion of metal electrode is reduced. But in case of inert electrode, oxidation and reduction depends upon discharge potential. Of the ion present in electrolytic chamber. So oxidation and reduction depends upon discharge potential of the ion present in the electrolytic chamber. Next one, what is discharge potential? Potential means power. Discharge potential may be defined as potential of an ion, cation and anion move towards respective electrode is called discharge potential. So here we can see this is anode and this is cathode and the electric source is DC source. At anode oxidation occur, at cathode reduction occur. Here the electrode is platinum electrode, which is inert electrode, and the electrolytic solution is copper sulfate solution. At this electrode SO4 ions is oxidized, and at this electrode Cu2 plus ion is reduced. So in presence of inert electrode, cation is reduced and anion is oxidized. And here the copper sulfate is not an aqueous copper sulfate, it is a molten copper sulfate. Molten CuSO4, because electrolysis occur in presence of aqueous state or molten state. Discharge potential is related to cation and anion. So it is very important to understand what is the order of discharge potential of anion. SO4 2 minus is greater than NO3 minus, is greater than OH minus, is greater than Cl minus, is greater than Br minus, is greater than I minus. So the least discharge potential is for I minus. It require less potential to move toward the respective electrode. But in case of cation, it depends on the reduction potential. Greater will be the reduction potential. Greater will be the reduction potential. Reduction potential. Easier will be reduced. The cation which has greater reduction potential is easily reduced. So, order of discharge potential for anion, SO4 minus greater than NO3 minus greater than OH minus, Cl minus, Br minus and I minus. Least will be the discharge potential. The ions which has less discharge potential is easily oxidized in case of anion, but in case of cation which has more reduction potential is will be easily reduced. I am going to discuss one question. Next, what is the product of electrolysis? What is the product of electrolysis of aqueous AgNO3 solution in presence of inert electrode. In presence of inert electrode. First you are required to ionize AgNO3, Ag plus NO3 minus, and in presence of inert electrode and the solution is aqueous solution. Aqueous means water. So it is converted into H plus and OH minus. Here two anions present and two cations present. So the discharge potential of OH minus is less than the discharge potential of NO3 minus. So at anode, OH minus is converted into OH plus 1 electron. So it is oxidized and 4OH is converted into 2H2O plus O2. So at anode we get oxygen because OH is further converted into water and oxygen. But at cathode the discharge potential of Ag plus, the reduction potential of Ag plus is greater than H plus. So Ag plus take 1 electron and it is converted into Ag solid. So at cathode we get silver. In next video I will discuss the product of electrolysis by taking different examples. Thank you very much for watching the video.